Let's take a nice deep breath in, reach those arms up really high. Take your legs slightly farther than hip distance, and then just sweep forward and reach. Inhale and exhale. Create that space through your hips. Through the upper body, really reach those arms up nice and tall. One more time. And then from here, just a nice little rotation to the corner. All right, just stick your hips out, lengthen your spine. You can take your hands right along your shin. Now really think about reaching the crown of your head right to the corner. And then to the other side, reach nice and long. So really press through those heels, relax your neck, and then support your hands right along your shin and push those hips all the way back. Nice deep breath in, reach to the crown of the head. And then come back up and then open up those arms and then hinge forward. Interlace your hands and reach nice and high. So relax your head, just think about shake it out, let it go. Anything that doesn't serve you. And then sink those knees down nice and low, and then just pop your elbows right on top. Doesn't work to come this low, I stay just like this, or even just like this. And then add that nice rotation through the shoulder. So as I push my knee open, I'm gonna come into that inner thigh and the hip, that external rotation, sink my shoulder down, and then reach right to the corner. And then go ahead from here and just rotate to the other side. So push to the inner thigh, sink that energy of the shoulder down. We're gonna come through that inner thigh, through the hip, even in the oblique a bit. And then back to that middle one more time. I want you to push your knees open as far as you can. And then lengthen those legs, you guys. Now I'm gonna press here through both of my heels equally. Take my right hand down and try to reach my left arm in one line. So allow your head to naturally rotate to the side. Take your left hand behind your back and right hand to the left leg. Now try to draw your chin in towards your knee. I'm gonna really contract here that left quadricep to open up the hamstring. Just waken everything up here. And then come to that other side. The hamstrings can be really tight in the morning, you guys. So if you need to soften your knees, go back and forth with it. If it's just too much, take that nice inhale. I'm gonna rotate in. See if I can reach a little bit further or higher on this side. And then interlace here at the elbows and just add that nice circle. So I want you to just exaggerate the range of motion. Starting from here, letting the head nice and relaxed, arms open. Create that nice circle space, leading with the arms. And then go ahead here and switch to the other side. Heels pressing, head relaxing. Hands down in front, and then really sink those knees down one more time. Hands on the quadriceps, and then roll it back up. Very nice, you guys. So let's start just with a nice little basic tap with our feet. So what I want you to do is find your center of balance. You're just gonna go ahead here and balance, and on your right foot, you'll tap here, and then to the center, and then over to that right, okay? So left, center, right, back up, left, center, 2. You want the object just to be slightly far enough away from you, especially that front object that's nice and far, so you kind of have to reach for it. And 5, nice and tall. 6, nice and tall. 7, and 8. Now your standing leg, you're activating the glute medius. 9, one more. It's not just your balance and coordination, but your assisting muscles get a lot of work when you practice your balance, which makes everything better. Go ahead from here and rotate the other way. and exaggerate. So now we're just gonna take the other foot, you guys. So find that center again. Balance here, maybe one side's better than the other. You can open up your arms if this helps. So tap, center, and 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, and 3. Now think about the center of your body. The abdominal muscles nice and tight. 4 and 5. Inhale, exhale for 6. And 7. 3 more times, you guys. This is 8. 2 more. Let's do it 1 more. And let it go. Very nice, you guys. Open up those hips, exaggerate it. Rewind it. And then let's go ahead here and circle those arms back. So I want you to exaggerate that range of motion here in the arms. Wake everything up there in the upper body, and then go ahead and rotate them forward. So now we're just gonna go ahead and repeat that using our hands. So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and stand though, back on that right foot. So that left knee's gonna come up. As I tap from here, I rotate my foot behind me so that I have that counterbalance. I'll come back to the center, tap, and then as I come all the way over to this side, I want my foot to kick out. That way I have the counterbalance once again. So we're gonna go 5 on each side. So inhale, center, and to the side. 1, cross that foot behind, to the center, just far enough away. For 2, cross, and center, side out. 3, 2 more times, you guys. Inhale, exhale, and 1 more time. Cross, center, and let it go. Very good, you guys. Now, really that leg, I know for me, it really starts to activate. I can feel a little bit of burning. So just kind of depends on where you have any tension or tightness or what side of your body you have better balance on. Go ahead from here and exaggerate and rotate that in. Okay, so now we're gonna switch sides, you guys. So now from here, you're gonna go ahead and remember, as I rotate through here, I'm gonna go ahead and take my foot to that corner, come back in, and then counterbalance when I come to that side. Okay, and then back in. So nice deep breath in. Inhale, exhale, and 1. Inhale, exhale, and 2. Inhale, exhale, and 3. Inhale, exhale, and 4. 1 more time, you guys. Inhale, exhale, and 5. Really say use the same leg twice, but that happens. Go ahead from here and circle the other leg open. Nice deep breath in, you guys. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, focus on that standing nice and tall. Think about the crown of your head reaching to the ceiling. Open up the arms and then go ahead and just lift up your knee. So I want you to hold here, your posture nice and tall. Lift the knee higher than your waist. So let's hold for the count of 10. If you want to add a little kick, you can. 1, 2. Too much, I lift up the knee, maybe a pulse. For 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more times, you guys. Awesome job. Roll the hips, exaggerate that nice big stretch in your hips, and then rewind it the other way. All right, you guys, here we go. So now other side, find your center of balance, lift up that knee. I can hold here, relax my shoulders. I can pulse the knee up or add the front step kick. 2 and 3 for 4, 5, 6. I'm going to keep that core nice and tight, center of the body. 8 and 9. One more time. And 10. Place from here, those feet down. Just going to reach right to the center and really open up through my spine. So I'm going to take those arms, extend them nice and away, and really push those hips back. Take a great big breath in. Contract your quadriceps. Lengthen your spine, guys. Reach as far as you can. Sink from here by bending your knees, but keeping that reach forward. So I'm really opening up the knees. And then I'm going to lengthen those legs one more time. And then slowly roll back up. So we're going to come down onto the floor. If you're working on building your plank, and that's something that you can do, maybe we just hold in one space. You can hold on your knees. All we're going to do is alternate, tapping the front object in front of us. So it'd be like doing 3, having like a tripod to help you with your balance. So I want my elbows to be underneath my shoulders, find my center of balance here. And then I'm just going to tap that center with the left and then with the right. 1. I can drop to my knees. 2. And 3. Now don't forget here about those abdominal muscles. The hips are going to rotate from one side to the other. So as I reach long through the arm, I can access a bit of that oblique. Inhale and exhale. Neck and neutral, you guys. So 4 more. 4. And switch. And 3. And switch. And 2. Let's do it one more time. 1. And relax it, you guys. Let's really stretch out your spine here from a puppy pose. So from the side, my hips are high and my head is low. So I'm going to really reach with those fingertips, you guys, without letting my hips sink too far back. I'm going to really stretch now. I'm going to try to push my hips back without really letting them drop. So I'm trying to resist by using my palms and pushing them in nice and far and the hips all the way back. Now my hands from here will be set up for my downward facing dog. So I'm just going to prop it up and then just bicycle. So let's add a nice little opening for the hamstrings, you guys. Shake your head, let it go. Now from here, what I want you to do is come into a nice high plank. Take your left foot and cross it behind your right, and then just push back. So all we're doing is a nice little back stretch. You can drop here into that right foot if you prefer, but you're not going to get as deep of a stretch. You can also come down onto your elbows and then just push back. Nice deep breath in. You're taking the hips here all the way out to that side. So I'm going to come back here, either in dolphin pose or downward facing dog. Now I'm just going to cross my left foot over my right and just push the hip back. Deep breath in, you guys. Doesn't work, I drop to the knee and then I can reach my arms over to the side. And then bring it back and walk your hands into your feet. Now soft here, roll it up. Very good, you guys. Okay, so let's do just a little bit of a warm up with some jump rope. So nice and soft on your feet. Not a whole lot here. If it doesn't work, you can march in place. Nice, easy jump rope here, you guys. Inhale and exhale. Now just rewind that jump rope or jump roping backwards. Arms activating. Nice inhale. Soft on those feet, you guys. 4 more. 3, 2. Now I'm just going to hop here. 3 on one side, 3 on the other. 1, 2, 3. Nice and soft. Doesn't work, stand on one foot, Stand on the other. Just 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 2, and 3. One more time, you guys, both sides. And open. Just spread your wings. Pull all the way back. Reach the arms out. Rotate. I want you to line up your heel and your instep and sink. Now take those hips and rotate them towards me. Elbow in and just reach gently to the side. Let's feel that nice stretch here, starting with both of the heels. Rotating the hips forward. Without shrugging, relax your shoulder. I can look up to the corner, directly in front of me, or to the floor. Now I'm going to reach nice and long and just try to take those arms in opposition and reach one all the way down and all the way up. Just line everything up, you guys. Feel that stretch through the hips and the back. And then gently push back up. Now we're going to line it up on the other side. Heel instep. Relax the shoulders down. Tuck the elbow in. And then give yourself a nice stretch right along your side here. Starting at your heel. You're building strength here, balance, coordination, space in your body. Relax the shoulder. Sink. Always want your neck to feel comfortable. So whether you are looking up, directly in front of you, or down, the goal is to not create more tension in the body. Open it up, but to create space. So let's open from here, you guys. Take your bottom hip and draw it forward. Line up the arms. Really reach as far as you can. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. And then gently push it up. Now I'm going to rotate those toes forward. One more time, hands are going to open, and then they're going to just gently reach in front of me. So I really want to push my hips back. If I feel okay in the hamstrings, I will lengthen the legs. Too early for that, I'll soften them. Take that deep breath in, you guys, and exaggerate. You want to take your hands to either side of that front object. You can really push your hips back and create that nice long line between your tailbone and your fingertips. Soften those knees and then gently roll it back up. Okay, so if you have light weights, you guys go ahead and grab them. Not necessary, you can just focus on contracting those muscles. So we're gonna go back to that front snap kick if you did that on the one leg. But this time we're gonna add just a little tiny pulse here that works the biceps. So I'm gonna go ahead and find that center of balance. Bend in my elbows, and then I'm not gonna exaggerate this. I'm just gonna pop up from the rib cage to the shoulders for 3. So if this doesn't work, I can stay here. 4, I can just open up my leg and stand on one leg. 4 more. 4, keep your tummy tight. 3, 2, one more time, you guys, and let that go. Roll back. Roll forward. Every opportunity we have to work on our balance, you guys, is going to help serve you. Preventing injuries, rolling shoulder back, and then also really strengthening those assisting muscles. So from here, you're going to front snap for 1, 2. Now pull your belly button in nice and tight. 3, 4. So that standing leg. I know we keep talking about the medius, you guys. It's so important to build that strength there. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. Nice work. Roll the shoulders back again. Now roll the shoulders forward. So now let's work a little bit on our triceps. So from this position, I'm going to bend my elbows. My elbows are going to tuck in close. If I don't feel completely confident hinging forward and kicking back here, I can take my foot back, add a little tiny lift, and a kick back. So I could do them both in opposition if I'm not quite ready to kick it back. So nice inhale. As my head comes down, my leg comes up, and my elbow's a pivot point. Kick back 1. And 2. 3. Now squeeze your tricep, you guys. 4. And 5. Find that focal point in front of you. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. One more time. And 10. Now we're just going to switch legs. So go ahead from here. Nice deep breath in. Same thing. If I'm working on it, I can kick back, add a little lift. Okay? So it's all about finding that place where you can work that balance without feeling like you're going to fall. So find your center. Kick back. 1. And 2. 3. I find that nice focal point in front of me. 4, where I can keep my neck in neutral. 5, and 6. Now squeeze those triceps. 7, 8. We got 2 more, you guys. 9. Let's do it one more time. And 10. Fantastic. Let's pop up here just a little bit with a calf raise and a kickback. So I'm going to keep my palms behind me and just pop it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So also working the calves here, you guys. When we pop up onto our tippy toes, you're also challenging that ankle and building the ankle strength. So 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to try to hold up, okay? So you're going to try to hold up in that calf raise, and we're just going to kick back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Find that center of balance, you guys. Kick it back. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time. And 1. Great work. Roll those arms back. Roll them arms forward. All right, so I'm going to place those weights down. So we're going to come back here to the center object. So what I want you to do is leading here, you guys, with your left foot. We're going to prop that left foot forward and then take the left hand and then try to tap the object, okay? So same arm, same leg. Sometimes when we go from one to the other, it can be easier, it can be more challenging. It just kind of depends. So go ahead and take that nice deep breath in here. Find your center of balance here. Tap, and 1. Now if you need to tap your foot down, totally fine in between. 2, try to square up your hips. Inhale. 3, inhale. And 4, one more time, you guys. Tap, and 5. Very nice. Let's go ahead and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So find that center of balance. So go ahead from here and tap through that right. And then the hand. So I want the object just far enough away from me. So I really have to challenge myself to touch. 3. And tap. And 4. Keep your abdominal muscles nice and tight, you guys. 1 more time. 5. And let that go. Very nice. Open up the back of your legs. Lengthen your spine. I'm going to take my hands here on these objects right out to my sides. Focus on flattening and lengthening my spine. So I'm feeling a little opening here in the hamstrings. If I need to bend my knees and lengthen. If I want to, I can keep them nice and straight. Reach the arms in front of me once again and lengthen the spine. You guys push your hips back. Feel that space that you're creating between your hips and your fingertips. Soften those knees, tuck the elbows in, and then once again, roll it up. Very good, you guys. Okay, so now let's work just a little bit of our tree pose. We're going to add weights to it. If you prefer to use a chair for balance, you can hold a chair on one side and then just use one weight. All right, so to work that tree pose, I can come down from my ankle or my calf. I can reach up to the knee. If I feel comfortable, I can pop all the way up here. So I'm working on pushing this knee open as far as I can. I'm going to take here that left arm, open up the elbow and the right palm facing away. So I'm going to come in and out. 1. Now just holding that tree pose can be challenging enough. 3, I can hold on to a chair, have it close, and just take that left arm instead. 4 more. 4, 3, pull the belly button tight, you guys. 2, let's do 1 more. And rest it, take it down. Now roll the hips. You will notice some days you are like, wow, my balance is awesome. Other days you're like, what happened? What just happened to all of this? So a lot of things have to do with it, you guys, the amount of sleep that you have, the amount of rest that you have, how flexible does your body feel, or how focused are you? Do you have a lot of things going on? There's so many factors, you guys. That's why it's good to practice at all times. So days when you have great balance, absolutely, but days when you feel challenged, even better. So I'm gonna go ahead and find that center, rotate the knee. Now from here, that right arm's gonna open, left arm up. 1, inhale, 2, open up the elbows, 3, relax the shoulders, you guys. 4, looking great. 5, 6, 7, 3 more times, you guys. 8, and 9, we have 1 more time now. And let that go. Wonderful work again. I'm gonna roll my shoulders back and then roll them back again. So we're gonna come back here, you guys, to a little bit of the half jack. So this time as I come to my half jack, if I feel comfortable, instead of tapping my toe, I would like you to try to elevate your leg. So you're gonna open, 1, 2, 3, and 4, just a nice side raise. If it doesn't work, I can come in front of me, you guys, or to the corner. Sometimes the body just doesn't like rotating in certain ways. Stress and tension, injuries prevent us sometimes from doing the things that we feel like we should be able to do but can't. So 4 more. 3, without shrugging your shoulders. 2, 1 more. And let it go. Let's just warm up the other side. Just this little bit of a side rise, you guys. Glute minimus right along the side. Assisting muscle, not super strong, so not always the easiest, okay? 1, 2, and 3. You can balance on that one leg. 4, but just try to challenge yourself, even if you make it smaller. 5, 6, 7, 8, medius minimus, 9, standing leg, and 1 more. And let that go, you guys. I'm gonna open up my hip and hinge forward and take my arms in front of me without letting my back round. So when I come here, I don't wanna let that pressure by letting my arms dangle. I wanna keep everything nice and straight and strong. Hinge from my hip and then keep right here, that nice length in the spine. So as I come from here, you guys, it's gonna be more of a stretch here. I'm gonna lengthen, reach my arms up to my shoulders, and then add a little bit of a goal post. But I'm gonna add a little bit of a calf raise. So as I come from here, I'm gonna pop it up, and then pop it up again. So lengthen your spine. Upright row, calf raise, and goal post. Inhale, flat back. Pop up onto your tiptoes. Again, on your tiptoes. Inhale, exhale, find the center of balance as you lift. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. Nice work, you guys. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhale. Now I want you to stay up on your tiptoes here as we do the upright row. Whether you have weights or not, you can still contract and squeeze your shoulders. 1, stay on your tiptoes. 2, 3, 4, ankle strength. 5, don't shrug your shoulders. 6, 7, pull the belly button tight, you guys. 8, 2 more. 9, now keep those toes up and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax your neck. 6, keep that same distance between your shoulders and your elbows. 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Let that go, you guys. Relax here, and then draw forward. Fantastic work, you guys. Now, a curtsy lunge, if I need to use a chair for my center of balance, absolutely. I can also really increase the range of motion by taking the foot and stepping it back pretty far. And then I'm gonna pop it up. I can step my foot to the side, or I can again add that little bit of a lateral kick. So shoulders back, lateral raise curtsy, and then draw those arms in close. Open, inhale, exhale, sweep and lift, you guys. If this doesn't work, lift up your knee. 4 and 5. Meet your body, you guys, wherever it is. 6. Inhale. 7. Open. 8. Let's do it 2 more. And 9. 1 more time, you guys. And let that go. Now that standing leg, even though you think, oh, the other leg really is getting it, all of your weight is on one foot. Circle it, pull it in. Inhale and exhale. All right, you guys, so we're gonna switch to the other side. If I need to switch my chair onto the other side, I will. I'm gonna take this step back as far as I can, come to that lateral raise. I can tap my foot, lift my knee, or add the kick. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2. You might find that your lateral raise with your arm or leg is easier on one side than the other. 4. Inhale. 5. And 6. Pull the belly button nice and tight, you guys. 7. You guys look great. 8. Let's do it 2 more. And 9. 1 more time. Beautiful work. Go ahead here. Exaggerate the knee. And then circle it in. Nice inhale, you guys. Big exhale. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a few stretches to wake up those hips. So what I want you to do here is hand on your hip. I'm going to step back with my left leg. First thing, hip flexor. I can bend my knee and rotate my hip forward and get into that hip flexor. If I feel comfortable lengthening my back leg, I'm just going to gently reach my arms up without shrugging. So I want to feel any tension. I want to create space. So the distance in my foot behind me can change based on how I feel. I'm going to take my hands to prayer position, and I'm just going to add a rotation. So I'm going to take from here, my left elbow, prop it on my right quad. So I need my feet to be hip distance apart. I'm going to rotate and look toward those hands. Really push here, guys. Activate those arms. Lengthen those legs. Rotate the torso. Come back to the middle. And then just step it back up. Let it go. Roll back. Roll forward. Hip flexor, other leg. So if it doesn't work to be so far, I make it smaller, I tilt my pelvis so I feel that stretch. If I can lengthen my back leg and that feels okay, I'm gonna reach my arms. So create this space without shrugging. Take those arms nice and tall, pull the belly button in. Prayer position. Watch the distance of your feet. If you feel like you're gonna fall over, just step your foot just a little bit more. Just an inch or two can make a big difference. Go ahead from here and rotate. Right elbow into that left quad. And then I'm gonna really push those palms together. Rotate right in towards those arms, you guys. Deep breath in. One more big breath. And then back to that middle. And then step it back up. Great job, you guys. Lengthen those legs. Let's go ahead and feel that nice stretch here. You can cat or you can punch out your quadriceps. So from here, I'm just gonna add some nice punches to my quadriceps or taps, you guys. And then to the side of my legs. And then to the back of my legs. Inhale. Exhale, those come all the way to the front again. And then pop it back up. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and come down to the ground and work a little bit of our bird dog. If I have a hard time doing that, I could use a chair instead taking right here and working one arm tapping and one arm lifting, one leg lifting, okay? So I'm gonna try this using my weights. So, without any extra or tension or stress, first thing I'm gonna do is just work on neutral spine. So what is a neutral spine? So where my neck and my hips, my back, everything is in one line, not rounded, which this is a great stretch. The cat stretch is when I tuck my chin into the chest, relax here, draw those palms flat to the floor, and then open and create that nice space in the spine. So start by tucking, cat, cow. Inhale and exhale, you guys, and create that nice rotation in your head. And then we're gonna find that neutral spine. So that's right where everything here is lined up. So the palms are under the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. My length of my spine here, the top of my head, right from here to here is in one line. So take that nice inhale. First thing I want you to try without any weights is take your right arm and lift it up. Take your right toes and curl them under, and then lengthen your left leg. Now, naturally, your hip wants to open. I want you to square off your hip here. If you can comfortably do this and keep a square with your hip, then you can add a weight. So deep breath in, you guys. Reach and hold. Inhale and exhale. Nice and tall, nice and long. Inhale. Exhale, square up the hips, you guys, reach through the heel, lengthen your spine, hold it for one more big breath. And relax it. Push back into puppy pose. So my hips are high, my head is low. I'm gonna push back from that down dog, keeping the hands far away, and then lengthen that spine. Wake up the back of the legs. Just bicycling back and forth. We're gonna come back to that bird dog, you guys. So again, line everything up. Now you might be surprised. Maybe you're like, well, if I could do that with the weight on one side, maybe I could do it the other. Not always the case. So we're gonna try first to lengthen and reach through the left. We're gonna take the left toe, curl it under, reach. Nice deep breath in. I want to square off my hip. If I can do this comfortably and reach and lengthen, then I'm going to add my weight. And it does not need to be very heavy, you guys. Here we go. Make sure your palms under your shoulder. Your neck is in neutral. Reach nice and long, square your hips. Inhale. 2 more breaths, relax the shoulder. Inhale. One more time, you guys, pull the belly button in nice and tight. And let that go again. I'm gonna push back here into child's pose. So if I feel comfortable sinking my hips all the way back, I can add a gentle rotation from one side to the other and take that nice big breath in, you guys. Inhale and exhale. Keeping the hands as in that same position. Once again, lift up your hips, shake your head out. Now let's open here, you guys, the left leg. So I can reach it directly straight. I'm not gonna yet open up my hip. So just lift as high as you can. If you need to drop to your elbows, do it. Now externally rotate your hip and look underneath your arm. Bend your knee and reach that leg up as high as you can. You're looking underneath the arms. Big breath in here. Sink your opposite heel down and then release back to that center. Drop to your knees. Push back, child's pose. Nice deep breath in, you guys. Good indication of where your hands should be during down dog is reach those fingertips as far away from you as you can, and then prop it up and then push it back. At first you might feel like it's a little bit hard. Go ahead from here and reach and lengthen. So I'm going to square my hips. First, keep everything square. Press through the heel. Externally rotate the hip, bend the knee, look underneath the arm. Create that nice big space, you guys, from your heel and your hip all the way open up through that knee. Nice deep breath here, you guys. Sink it back down and then drop to the knees one more time and child's pose. I want you to take your hands by your feet and gently roll the wrists. Let's create some nice space here, you guys, in the wrists. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to come again here and just have a seat. Okay? So anytime we work on our balance, we're always going to be strengthening something. So from this position here, you guys, I can hold on and try to balance here on my sitting bones by hugging my knees in. Okay, so I have to use my abdominal muscles to lift my legs up and hold them. So if I just relax here my abs, what's going to happen is my legs are going to feel really heavy, and it's going to be hard to hold myself up. So I'm going to pull my belly button in and just try to lift up my shins so that they're parallel. Now sitting up nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders down. Pull the belly button in. Now, if you can do that without using your hands, you can go ahead from here and tabletop your shins. Now pull the belly button in nice and tight. Reach the arms up. Lengthen and bend. 1, 2, here, 3, 4, 5, I can take my hands here. 6, I can do one leg. 7, 8, 9, one more time. And then interlace the hands and make a nice C curve with your spine. Big breath in, you guys. I want you to add a little rotation. So I'm going to sit up nice and tall. And then from here, I'm going to rotate all the way over to my right side. I'm going to keep my spine nice and tall. Flex the feet. Deep breath in. And then I'm going to reach back up nice and tall. And then I'm going to rotate to the other side. So try to glue your hamstrings to the floor. You're going to feel that nice stretch along the back of the legs. Pull the toes towards you. Reach the arms up. And then gently rotate. So nice and tall here, you guys. So we're going to add a nice rotational balance stretch here. So if I have a hard time touching my toe, what I'm going to do is hook my left hand behind my right knee. If I can grab onto my foot and lengthen the leg, I'm going to go ahead and open up that arm. Now I can bend my knee and lengthen, or I can hold it straight. I want you to take that big breath in, you guys. In the morning, the hamstrings are very tight, so if it doesn't work, right here, I get into that hip, still lengthening and opening, and then draw that down. Now the other side, relax. Hook your elbow into your knee. Reach if it doesn't work, grab onto your toe. Now open it up, you guys. Bend your knee if you need to. Hold it out and lengthen nice and tall. Reach the crown of the head right to the ceiling. Great job, you guys. Okay, so let's flip it over now. We're gonna come back to our plank where we tap one shoulder, tap the other. If I prefer to stand up on one foot for 10 seconds and then the other foot, does not matter, whatever works best for me. Now I'm gonna hold my high plank and square up my hips. So first thing, just holding here, if this is enough, I'm not gonna try to eliminate one of the hands and take it and lift it up. If it's not gonna work, no problem. What I want you to do is take your left hand, tap your right shoulder. Right hand, left shoulder. Now the key is to prevent as much rotation of my hips as I can. So keeping everything square, tap, and switch. Now pull the belly button in nice and tight. Make sure the palms are under the shoulders. You can drop to your knees and then work it from here. I'm still getting a lot of the abdominal muscle strength here. I'm pulling the belly button in. Inhale. Now fight to square those hips for 4 more. 4 and 3. Just hold it, you guys. 2, if it's too much, 2. Take one hand off. 1 more both sides. Drop to your knees. Sink your hips back. So when we do the plank on our palms, it's an overall body. Now when I come down to my elbows, roll your wrists. Try to sink back. It's going to be just a few seconds. This is much easier with shoes on than it is without, so you can curl the toes under. If you can stand it and feel that stretch in your feet, roll the wrists. Now as I try that for my elbows, I'm working more of my core. So if I just want to work on my plank without coming all the way up, it's going to be really, my abdominal muscles are going to be the focus. So from my elbows, underneath the shoulders. Now from here, I'm going to elevate and lift one arm and then the other. Now what happens again is all of my body wants to rotate to one side. Absolutely fine, I can do this. If I'm working on building that strength, I can rotate from one side to the other. Now I'm trying to square my hips, reach and switch. 1 and 2. Square off those hips, you guys. Elbow under the shoulder. 3. Inhale. Drop to your knees if you need to. 4. 1 more both sides, you guys. 5. And relax it. Drop your hips, puppy pose. So I want you to really lengthen here by relaxing the head down, taking your fingers as far away as you can. Feel that length in your spine, that openness of your hip. We're going to go ahead here, you guys, and keep those hands out, but push back all the way to child's pose. And then we're going to push back again into a downward facing dog. Now this can be a lot on the arms, and can be a lot. So if it doesn't work, I'm just going to come into my lunge. So I'm going to kick back here and open externally, rotate my left foot. And then I'm going to take my left foot and bring it through, and I can inch it through my hands if I can't just swing it through. I'm going to bring it through and lengthen and open up my spine. So I'm going to really fight here to lengthen and open and create that space between my hip, my knee. Doesn't work, I rotate my back foot, step up and come in closer. You guys are going to adjust the stretch so that it works for you. I'm going to reach those arms up again. Take that nice inhale. Now I'm going to try to open up towards this knee. I can take my hand into that leg and rotate, or if I feel comfortable, I'm going to draw that arm open and sink. Now I know that flexibility sometimes is a challenge, you guys. So if you need to take a book or a block or something to be able to help you, you do that. So big breath in, I'm rotating here. And then I'm going to come back in, drop to that knee, and then just hinge that hip forward. Nice deep breath here. And then we're going to just switch that same onto the other side, but I'm going to push back here one more time. So child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, push all the way back, downward facing dog. Nice deep breath in. Now from here, reach and lengthen other side, externally rotate. Sorry, other leg, big breath in now. Inhale. Exhale, now I'm going to step the foot forward. If it doesn't work, I'm just coming into that lunge, you guys. If I need to settle in, adjust the space here. You do that so you feel comfortable. So nice deep breath in. Now, if I can, I'm gonna rotate towards this knee. Just doing that throws off my center line of balance. So I'm gonna go ahead and reach for that sky. Remember, it doesn't work. I have a prop, I have a chair, something to be able to help me to work that range of motion in the hip, the arms, the shoulder. Rotate back to that center, and then push back one more time. Walk your hands back into your feet, and right here, ragdoll. I'm just gonna interlace at my elbows, and then just add a gentle rotation from one side to the other, you guys. Just let it go. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm gonna try to straighten my legs. If I feel like I can, I'm really gonna lengthen that spine. I can take my hands right to the quadriceps with a supported forward bend. If I feel like I can reach my shins or the floor, bend, lengthen. I want you to wake up those legs. Increase that range of motion, and then roll it up. All right, you guys, very good. So we got one more time through here with our objects. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and focus here on that object, you guys, on our left side. So I'm gonna come from here, externally rotate my hip, tap, and come back in. Now I can take my hands behind me, out to the side, or open. So you decide which one's gonna feel better. External, tap, lift, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Now this maybe doesn't work. 3, I could keep my leg here, work that balance. 4. And 5, inhale, and 6. If I can, every time I lift up my knee, if I can lift higher than my abdominals, my belly button, I'm gonna be working the abs as well. 3 more. 2 more times, you guys. Just 1 more time now. And place that down. Lengthen your legs, open up your hip, exaggerate that range of motion, and rewind it. All right, let's do the other side. So rotate your shoulders back. Find that center of balance on that left leg. Open, tap, 1. Inhale, exhale for 2. If I can, higher than my belly button. 3. And 4, nice and tall, you guys. For 5. 6, relax your shoulders. 7, inhale, and exhale, 8. 2 more. 9, one more time, you guys. And place that down. Open up your hips again. So we're gonna work on a little bit of space here in the hip flexor. What I want you to do is push your hips forward and lengthen back. So I'm gonna tuck here, bend my knees, and then reach back. So I'll take my hands behind, tuck the pelvis, open, tuck, open, tuck. 1, 2. Pull your belly button into your spine, keep your abdominal muscles nice and engaged, and you're working that range of motion in your hips, you guys, by tucking and pushing. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, just side to side. Push, push. So I can really focus on lengthening through my hip. It doesn't need to be a big movement, but what you're gonna notice is you're gonna feel where that tension and stress is holding in your hip, just by tilting your hip from one side to the other. Now, often as we go through life, oftentimes when we have kids, what happens is we hold our kid on one hip, and we just do this without even thinking about it. Okay, so oftentimes we have certain stances that create an imbalance in our body. And what happens is we have to retrain ourselves to focus on building equal strength and also equal balance on both sides. Now I want you to tuck forward, open left, back, and right. So front, side, back, 1. Front, back, and 2. Inhale, exhale, And 3, I'm supporting my back with my hands. 4, keeping my belly button nice and tight. One more time, this direction. Now I'm gonna rotate the other side. Hip back, side, left, center. Inhale, exhale. 1, inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. I know it can be hard to really see you guys, but all you're doing here is just tracing a side, front, side, back movement with your hip. One more time. And relax it. One last thing, you guys, open up through your inner thigh and sink down as low as you can. Take your hands and open them to the side. Now I'm going to work just a sec here on those inner thighs. Pop up on one foot and then the other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inner thigh open. I can take a chair right here. Now all we're going to do is pop up on both of our toes. Find that center of balance. Need to drop to your heels. Give me 10 seconds before we finish. 9, 8, sink, 5, 4, great job. Even if you stand up tall on your tippy toes, doesn't matter. 3, 2, one last time. Lengthen and reach for that object right in front of you. Great job, you guys. Take that nice deep breath in. Increase the range of motion in your back. Take your hands right to your shin. Drop the top of your head right to the floor. Inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees. Prop your elbows right on the quadriceps. And then walk it up and in. And back in, you guys. Fantastic job. If you have a second, number 4 stretch, cross, externally rotate, and then sink. You can do the same thing from sitting. Feel that stretch in your hip. Everything is about space. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Other side, last time, you guys. Even if I just stay here, this can be enough of a stretch. If I feel like I can sink or seated makes this a lot easier to really work on that range of motion in the hip. This just adds that element of balance. One more breath in. So when we think about balance, you guys, there's really not any part of our life that doesn't benefit from having balance in it. So take that big breath in, whether you're working and playing, doing both. Take that nice deep breath in, finding the things that we have to do versus the things that we want to do, finding that balance. Take one more big breath, you guys. Inhale, positive. And exhale. Anything negative, relax your hands on your heart. And gently bow your head. Namaste.